Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now you have the quick understanding of who the woman is when you go to Revelation 17:18. It's saying the woman which thou sawest is that great city that which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So this woman reigneth over the kings of the earth. So that's why they say she rides the beast, because the beast is the kings of the earth. And when you see 7 heads, we know 7 is the number of completion. So all of the heads or the kings of the earth, you can combine them up into a beast. You see? And so America, we know that they are the ruling empire. But when you go to chapter 13, it tells you identically what this America does. And first you can start it off in 13:10, where it say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So we know that America had the slave trade of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the real Israelites. We know America slaughtered the Indians or the Native Americans, and they had the slaves that built the country. That's in verse 10 off the rip. Then when you go to verse 11, it say that this is a 2-horned beast that is like a lamb, but it speaks like a dragon. So now America speak like a dragon. It say in verse 12 of chapter 13, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. So all the power is being exercised by America. And America is doing all the speaking of the first beast. That's the red dragon with the 7 heads and 10 horns. So America is speaking for all the kings of the earth. And it's reigning over them. You see? And so when you get to Revelation chapter 17, it's telling you that this woman reigneth over the kings of the earth. And it says, what in 17:13, it says, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So you see, the beast is in unison, and then you have America controlling the beast, having 800 embassies or military bases around the world. You see, they sitting on many waters. And then the main feature of America is in all 50 states that they commit fornication, and them leading the world and reigning over the world, they're making the world, other kingdoms and kings of the earth, drunk off the wine of the fornication that they're committing. The influence of the fornication, they pushing off that homosexuality on the other people. And when you go to chapter 11 of Revelation, it calls the great city, the woman Babylon the Great, it straight up call it spiritually Sodom. So the city is a spiritual sodomite city. So it identifies this city as a country with homosexuality. Now, the Catholic Church do a lot of molesting boys, but that's pedophilia. That's pedophilia more than sodomy, even though that's the way that they operate with the boys, but not all the time. It's not solely they just try to sodomize the children. Sometimes they do other things to the children. But we know America legally, with the law and the government, has said you can marry each other and y'all can do sodomy with no problem. So that's the main identification of what Babylon, this great city, is. It's not no religion. It has nothing to do with religion. Religion is in the mix of this city. Cities have churches or religious synagogues, and cities have all types of things, but that's not what Babylon the Great is. Babylon the Great is the United States of America, and they have a dual power because the people in Europe, the British, the Queen, and all of their bloodlines, those rich people control America and use America as their spokesman. That's why I say in chapter 13, I think it's verse 9. No, yeah, chapter 13, verse 11, it says, speak as a dragon. So it's the spokesman of the whole operation. Of all of the powerful people of the world, America is the spokesman. They run in Hollywood. That's why I said do great wonders and great signs, because they doing all of these things through their media and through their systems like that. Then you have verse 4 of chapter 13 and say, who can war with the beast and the dragon? So if the two-horned lamb that spake like a dragon, America, have exercised all the power of the dragon and the beast, that means you can't war with this place. You have to war with this place. And so a religion don't have an army. A religion don't even have weaponry in their building. They don't mandate that you got to have a weapon in the building while you're running the operation. Most religions don't deal with armies and things. They might support the army, but they themselves has nothing to do with fighting and all of that kind of stuff. So for you to say that Babylon the Great is a church or some kind of religious thing, that's just insanity, because they have no dealings with war, even though they support it. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors pushing the truth. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.